Right, folks, thank you for coming. That's a bit loud, right? My name is Tim, and if you want to jump in, have a question during my talk, just do it, no worries. But there will be also a couple of minutes afterwards to, give me your questions. So who of you is already active in the voice ecosystem from a business perspective? Okay, that's a good one. So there might be some secrets for you I will reveal this morning. And I hope the most of you will agree to the quote of the New York Times that voice assistants are here to stay. If you don't believe in that, after these 3 days, please leave the room. You have now the opportunity to. But people in tech have recently begun to talk about Alexa, that this technology is more than just a gadget, right? So welcome to the world of tomorrow. It's official. And to tune you in, everybody, I have a recap of the past 3 days, like having the Voice Summit wrapped up in 60 seconds. The first outcome is pub crawls at Voice are unpredictable, so you never know what happens. The second one is, just to give you a short overview, a quick wrap up of the 4 key or critical reasons why we do all this stuff in voice. It's all about natural language. It's about speed. It's about accessibility. It's about accuracy. So these are the 4 main reasons, but there are a lot of other reasons you might have heard over the past 3 days. And yep, there will be 1 billion devices that will be voice-enabled so that we can talk to by the end of 2018. And yes, 50% of searches are done via voice in 2020. And yes, the technology adoption rate is like for voice assistants, right? So say yes to voice if you're focusing on the right context. What do I mean by finding the right context or thinking about the right context? It's this one, right? And by the way, 25% of the US moms already own a smart speaker. Your use case can clearly be defined, so say yes to voice. The result is voice compatible. So your data is structured in your backend, or the voice, the result can be output by Alexa. It's voice compatible, and speech, must be used to perform the intended action. That's the 4th outcome of this, and the future is already here. Of voice assistants getting more mobile. We have already Alexa or Google Assistant in earbuds. We have Alexa in-car systems and Alexa for Business. The revenue streams, you might have seen this chart already in some other presentations. There will be a lot of money over voice be made in 2025, and these are the 4 main industries. And the last outcome is using voice technology will not damage your health, right? Maybe a throat ache or something like this if you're using it heavily. Okay, so the biggest challenge, and this is where I want to spend 1 or 2 minutes more, is this one, voice discovery. Nowadays, everyone is talking about and thinking about search engine optimization, and what does that look like in voice? That's one thing we are now facing as one of the biggest challenge when it comes to voice technology. And an agency in London recently has done a study, and they challenged the Google search with 10,000 requests. They used the search on google.com via typing in all requests, all these 10,000 requests, and they used these 10,000 requests to look for an answer on Google Assistant to compare if there are how the search replies to all these 10,000 requests. And the outcome is that more than 50% of the searches done by voice, there were no response, right? So this is the main takeaway for you today. There are a lot of niches here in this 50 or 60% of voice searches. So find your sweet spot in there, and you will do good, right? There's kind of a blue ocean strategy at the moment that companies or startups try to find their business opportunities right in this part of this pie, right? So this is mainly the same results for different industries here, and the red shows all these no answer responses from the Google Assistant. So if you're in transportation, property, technology, fashion, music, and homeware, you will earn some money in the future. So these are the featured snippets from Google, right? And they are preferred to be output via voice if the search is done by voice. So getting your website ready and prepare your content that it can be output via voice in the future. And if you have a Google action on top, it will be preferred as well. So if you're looking for a recipe, like giving the best, maybe recipe for lasagna, right? And you have an action that can perform this intention or can respond to this intention, you might be on top of every other result in the Google search. Okay, so which industries should jump on from our perspective? It's not only a German perspective, I think it's maybe kind of a global perspective. If you think about voice integration and maybe have some categories like if there are immersive voice apps, or is their use case only maybe shallow, or is it a one-time thing you're doing or everyday thing, and everyone wants to get over here, right? A very immersive experience, and it should be used every day in getting into a routine from our target audiences. And 4 of them I want to talk about with you or present to you, and maybe there's also a match to our daily business, so I can talk from our work in Germany. The first is, I wanted to pick 4 because there's only limited time today, but there are more than that. Of course, it was a bit hard to pick, but the first one is media and entertainment. Why? So voice and audio works perfectly together, right? Audio is expertise for radio, TV, podcasts, artists, right? They know how to produce content that should be or can be heard by your ears. And the radio host or maybe artists could give their brand like a personality or identity via voice, and they have content, a lot of content, right? Radio stations and TV stations, they have podcasts, they have audio snippets, they have music, they have interviews, they have the news every hour and stuff like that. So there's a lot of content that can be put into your voice app. And we came up with an idea to maybe generate a business model out of these, or for these radio stations and TV stations, and we came up with this idea during a hackathon in Vienna. And we imagined how that would be if when I'm listening to an audio commercial in a radio stream via Alexa, how would it be if I just can jump into that commercial and say, okay, that's an offer that I'm interested in, and I want to grab it right now. Yeah. So we have done this. We made a product out of it, out of this result from the hackathon. It's called Voice Sales, and it's an SDK that you can integrate into your existing voice application. Or, I mean, it's our daily business to create voice apps for Google and Skill. We will do this for you. But it's ready to go, right? And I want to try it right now for you or with you. I want to demo it. I hope the technology and Wi-Fi is stable enough to perform the action. But imagine you're listening to a favorite radio. For this demo, it's because the hackathon was in Vienna. It's Radio Vienna, and I'm now starting the live stream. Start Radio Vienna. Okay, imagine it's the day before Valentine's Day, right? February the 13th. You're getting in the mood for Valentine's Day, right? Listening to Radio Vienna. Have you been to Hell's Kitchen Lounge yesterday?
It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Oh, that's news to you? You still have time to show some love with our great variety of flower bouquets and stay relaxed with our 14% discount and express delivery, obviously. All you need to do right now is telling Alexa that you want to go grab that offer from Radio Vienna.
Alexa, tell Radio Vienna I want the offer.
You want to claim the flowers offer? Cool. I need your delivery address to send you the flowers. First, please tell me your full name.
Tim Kahle.
I got that. Your name is Tim Kahle. Okay. Please tell me your delivery address.
New Jersey Institute of Technology.
All right. 323 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Newark. Please tell me your mobile phone number so that I can send you the order confirmation.
0049159046666691.
Okay, great. Last step is about the money, Tim. You have two options, pay at delivery or pay per credit card. Which one do you prefer?
Cash.
Pay at delivery. Now we're ready to go. I'll send you the confirmation to your mobile. Your order will be delivered as soon as possible. Thank you, Tim. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
How cool is that? Stop.
Goodbye.
So, I told you I'm a part-time magician. Yeah? All right. Why does that work? For the audience, it's very, very easy to use. It's fast, it's hands-free, no laptop, no smartphone is needed, and it's source agnostic. Imagine you're listening to your kitchen radio or listening to the radio station in your car, and then you can talk to Alexa and tell her, okay, I want to grab that specific offer. And for the radio stations, it's a shift from having a call to action like go to the website xyz.com or call this or that specific number. It's like, okay, the new CTA is Alexa, tell Alexa that you want to grab that offer or you want to take part in this specific draw or something else. Yeah, so a listen becomes a lead and becomes a sale, and there will be new revenue streams for people who are in the music industry, like radio stations, podcasts, and other ones. And thanks to the guys from VoiceBot, I have some charts of them as well in my presentation, like everybody does. NPR just recorded over 200% growth in their audiences via their voice apps. Secondly, education. It's a perfect use case for voice apps. Dave Itzbitsky mentioned in his keynote that a father used Alexa blueprints to improve the spelling skills of his son. So, and it worked, yeah. It's a great chance for people in kids, for students, for senior citizens, and everybody else, like having a lifelong learning experience, or like having these passive listening experience. And we just teamed up with a German startup. They do learning new languages via just listening to it. It's maybe like a podcast, but we are just now bringing their content to Alexa, that you can ask Alexa maybe to just learn a specific language, and they don't face these technical limitations like that she doesn't recognize the language, maybe if it's another one than your own language or your native language. And we have also proved that this is working. We do in animal sounds just for fun, but it's working. We have in Germany right now around 3 million devices out there in the market, and we have more than 500,000 unique customers per month. So kids are learning the specific sounds of animals via our skills. And we earn some money with it from the developer reward program. So that's me to the gaming. You've heard some panels already over the past two days, but I'm convinced that gaming will have a revolution in the upcoming months or years by having voice experiences for the gaming industry. Yeah, speech and communication is key in games, in board games, in card games. It's all about talking with the other players and interact with them. And getting away from screens, right? And game instructions could be integrated into Alexa. And we recently have read in the press that there is a dedicated board game for Alexa, right? And it's very fun to use. Florian has tested it in Germany, beta tested it. I have it now at home, and it's a very cool experience. And there will be more in the future. So. If you're in games, consider to jump into voice. And the last one, it was very hard to pick, but we are convinced that automotive will have or that there will be a revolution in automotive as well, because as I mentioned before, it's all about the right context. Yeah, context is key and is king. When it comes to voice experiences. And imagine you have road service, you have maybe casual gaming in traffic, when you get stuck in traffic, so you can play maybe a game via voice. And when you have the geolocation for the peeps, maybe you can play against the other car right next to you. Yeah, and maybe you have in-car shopping experiences. Maybe you have banking in-car. Or you use it as intercom when you are on a road trip with several cars, right? You can just talk to the other peeps behind you. And Tony Reed, I think it's pronounced correctly, it's an Amazon vice president, recently said, and I totally agree, that their vision is to bring Alexa there, or that Alexa should be everywhere a customer might need her, right? And this is an in-car or while doing sports or while riding a bike, maybe, okay? And to sum it up, voice technology must be, it won't be, it must be part of your digital agenda for the future, right? And there are some channels and platforms you're maybe already working in, and there will be new ones like voice technology, voice commerce, or voice engine optimization, okay? And when you're doing good in content marketing and when you're doing good in digital marketing already, you will have a very, very high chance to be successful in voice technology as well, because it's all about telling stories and creating that immersive experiences, right? So where is, think about that, where is your voice sweet spot? Think about these 50 to 60% of voice, of intentions that Google Assistant or Alexa can not respond to at the moment. And think, Will Hall said that already in the panel, it was very interesting on Tuesday. Think in categories and not in brand names. Assume or think about the questions your users might have and be the authority and deliver the answers for these questions, right? And this is how we approach new projects in the voice business. We're thinking about, okay, what can be the questions of your target audience and where is your sweet spot there, and you have a specific expertise maybe in answering the question how to, doing first aid maybe, okay? My name is Tim. I'm running a company in Germany together with Dominik. He's in the audience as well. And it's called, the company name is 169 Labs. And yeah, we run a voice assistant agency in Germany and doing projects for national and international clients over there. And yeah, we learned a lot over the past 2 days, to be honest, at least to improve the concept and the vision of our own conference. We're doing a voice conference in October in Munich. You're all invited to come over to Germany, to Munich, home and heart of beer and pretzels, right? And I'm doing a last magician trick right here. I want to share, I want that Alexa helps me to share my slides of my presentation so that you can grab it from our Twitter account. Alexa, start share my slides.
Hey Tim, I will do that for you. Can I publish it to your 169 Labs account?
Yes.
Okay, done. The link to the slides is now available on your Twitter account at 169 Labs.
Thank you.
A pleasure. Have a nice day, y'all.
Can just someone check our Twitter account, 169 Labs, if there is a new tweet? Yes, there is one. Okay, great, it worked. All right then, folks, time for some questions or input, maybe additions, additionally thoughts to the industries.
Your commerce demo was super cool, but looking through the policy rules, it doesn't seem like it's compliant with what Alexa allows you to advertise and do today. And I was wondering how the policy needs to change to enable some of these use cases that exist today, that you're portending.
It's a demo, right? But we already published skills with these features and have done some pilot tests with radio stations from Austria and Germany. And you have commercials in radio streams. That's okay, that's fine. Even pre-rolls are okay on Alexa. And when you start a radio stream on TuneIn maybe, there will be pre-rolls and commercials, and that's okay for Amazon as well, that there are commercials. And why not talking then to the radio station or the skill of the radio station? It's like just hitting this one intent into in your voice app. That's totally fine. It has been certified by Amazon. It might not be GDPR compliant, the demo I showed to you, but you could do something like double opt-in there to be allowed to communicate via SMS or email with
What's the integration to Amazon Pay? The dialogue with
that
was asking for the payment.
Yeah, that might be, it's not available in Germany right now, all these payment features, because we are always a couple of months behind the US market. But we will be absolutely safe when we do a handoff to a regular shop system, or to have like a prepared checkout card that we link to via SMS. Yeah, there's one other question.
A great talk, by the way.
Thank you.
With your animal sounds skill, do you have any interesting insights that you found from having that level of customers use it that you didn't anticipate? Either time of use, a certain sound is always one they get picked. Any interesting insights from something that's so simple?
I mean, you might have heard in the past 2 days that it's most about simple interactions, so that we're getting now used to it. The shift will happen in the future. We have already seen this in also in the German market, that the expectations of the users will grow, and they want to have maybe more complex dialogues and stuff like that. But in the near past, we all have done good when we have this very sharp use case. And I mean, you've seen the numbers. It's incredibly how much people use these animal sound skills, for example, because they know what they get before they even started to use the skill. And I think that's critical and key, that you don't try to promote your brand, or you try to get your brand name within the invocation name, for example, because nobody's looking for start Toyota or start what else, Snickers or what. So getting that, or having that in mind, you have to find a very, very good invocation name that meet all expectations your users might have.
What's your favorite animal skill? What's the one that gets the most volume?
The unicorn. Do you know the specific sound of unicorn? No, it's not. It's a dog and a cat, right? These are very, very good. We have this 1P integration from Amazon there. So if you just ask Alexa for what's the sound of a dog, or how does the dog do, our skill will then perform the answer. But we have the unicorn inside. It's an Easter egg in the skill. Yeah? Anything else? Okay, great. Thank you. Keep